Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we actually have some pretty bad news today in the cruise, so I just want to warn everybody that it is a little bit sensitive in this area as we have a teenager who has gone missing, kind of doing something on a dare, so this is a cautionary tale, as well as some interesting, I don't know how this stuff works, but a assault on a cruise ship and what happened this week on a cruise to Alaska as the FBI boarded the ship. And yeah, it's kind of a weird situation to me. So this time of year, there are a lot of high school and college students celebrating graduation, and this week was no different. A graduating boy from Louisiana was celebrating his graduation. He's 18 years old. He was out with some friends, and they were on a Sunset Bahamas cruise. So an evening cruise in the Bahamas, one of those ships that are, you know, decorated like a pirate ship, and it's all meant to have fun and enjoyment. And unfortunately, on a dare around 9:40, 9:45 in the evening, the young man, Mr. Robbins, jumped overboard on a dare and was last seen kind of splashing around in the water right near the boat until suddenly he wasn't. The crew and the other guests that remained on location searching for him for hours. They contacted the Coast Guard. They launched a search as well, and unfortunately has not been found yet. And again, it seems like something a lot of people do, right? How many times do you see people jumping off these boats when it's parked at a scuba diving area and things like that? But this was in the evening. Don't know what else was involved. Don't know if there was alcohol involved. Don't know about anything like that right now. All we do know that apparently he jumped in the water on a dare and with his friends and has not returned. So condolences right now to the family. It's what should have been one of the happiest nights of a young man's life has turned tragic from something as simple as a dare and maybe just not quite thinking things through. Yeah, again, condolences to the family out there, but a cautionary tale to everybody. Not everything is as easy as it looks, and this is one of those stories that you just kind of shake your head because it really should not happen. This next story is kind of odd to me, and let me explain near the end because it is weird to me. But the FBI boarded a ship in Steward, Alaska, when allegations were made during the week that a woman on board was sexually assaulted. According to authorities, they came on board, they interviewed the accusing party, the accused, and other guests, plus looked at the closed-circuit TV footage, and they saw that, you know, when they interviewed the lady, she said this cabin steward entered her room numerous times, touched her inappropriately, and would not leave. She made complaints to the police, and the FBI was called in, and they interviewed the cabin steward. And apparently the cabin steward lied about what had happened. Now, most cruise ships have the same policy. No crew member is to enter a passenger's cabin alone with the door closed. They always have those door stoppers where they stop the door open, keeps the door open, or there has to be multiple people in that room. They cannot be alone with people. And apparently the person said, no, I hardly ever entered the room, and I always used a doorstop when I was alone with her. And when they looked at the closed circuit TV, they saw that he entered the room numerous times and never once used the doorstop. So it seemed to correlate with the woman's story, and that he was lying. When the police showed him the closed circuit TV, he admitted that he had lied, and the police immediately charged him with lying during an investigation to FBI, which is a serious offense in itself. But here's where the story gets a little strange to me. The cruise line, apparently, that in the court documents and the charges, there is no mention of the name of the cruise line. However, on the morning that the FBI say this happened, the only cruise ship was a Norwegian cruise ship. So it kind of narrows the cruise lines down in that situation. But the cruise company apparently fired the cabin steward. That's understandable. And then sent him to the airport and flew him back home to India. So, is that it now? That's my question. Like, a person has been, charged with sexual assault and doing wrong, and he is flown back to his home country. Is that it? Is there no recourse for the woman? Is there no charges going forward? Is he not going to pay, other than losing his job? Is there no repercussions after that? That's my question in this whole situation. It seems kind of odd to me that they would just let him fly back to the country. I know we're done, nothing else we have to do because he's no longer in our country. I guess the case is over. But if I was that woman and the woman's family, I would feel kind of like, what the heck is going on here? That's not closure. That's not getting your day in court. That's not a lot of things. It seems very, very odd to me that somebody would be allowed, when charges are being like this, of a serious nature, are just shipped out of the country, and that's it. We wash our hands of it. I don't understand, but I guess maybe because they're not a resident of the United States or Canada, that it would be hard to charge them here. I don't know. They don't have diplomatic immunity. They're not diplomats. I really honestly don't know. But I feel sorry for the woman who had this happen to her, and especially that, like, there is no closure to this, and it just seems like we just sent the problem away and that's the end of the story. So again, if you're on a cruise ship, especially ladies, if you're sailing by yourselves, single ladies, and a cabin steward, make sure that they're blocking that door open like they're supposed to be doing. You should never be alone with any cruise employee at any time on a cruise ship, anywhere. And they should never invite you to some place where you would be alone with them. Just, the vast majority of people on the cruise ship working there are lovely people, are great people, but there's always that one person, and that goes everywhere. All your neighbors around you at home are great people, except for that one person. So please be careful out there. And again, this story kind of has me stumped that we could do that. And again, condolences go out to the family of that young man celebrating a graduation and having this happen. We hope for better news of that in the future, but it's been many hours now, and it's not looking too promising. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Until next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.